Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2022. We're back here in Elm Creek with Grober Games. Last episode we got another contract done for a neighbor. So I ended up deciding to sell all the extra sorghum they gave us. So we're at 65,000. So we're getting closer to our chicken barn investment. As you can see, our canola is growing, but we also got a lot of invaders here. So we'll have to. I think this episode we're gonna probably focus on. I think we're gonna focus on getting our beans out first, and then I think we're gonna hook up the sprayer, get this all sprayed down, and then we gotta get our second round of fertilizer applied yet. So, but our beans are looking really good. So we got quite a few fields of beans to harvest. I don't think we're gonna prep this field this year. Like I said, I think we're gonna end up putting the chicken barn over here somewhere. So we're gonna be minus this little patch, but it's not a whole lot to begin with. So I think I'm gonna pull the tractor out of here. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna put our row crop tires on quick. So that way, and we'll fix it up, do our oil change here quick. I'm gonna put our row crop tires on it. That way, we're ready to go when we decide to spray and fertilize our canola. But I'm gonna go over here. I think we'll have, between the two fields out back, we'll need our little wagon this time to haul the beans in, which is kind of exciting thing to think about. Granted, it's not that far of a jaunt. We could literally drive the combine down here, but you know, we haven't really used this little wagon a whole lot. And just the fact we got it, we might as well use it a little. So I think we're gonna park it right there, kind of out of the way. So then we'll hop into our combine over here. We'll harvest this field and then we'll just dump what we get out of this one right away into the silo. And I'm hoping unfolded. I'm kind of hoping right now. I have a tight turner on the yard here. Here, at least this combine doesn't turn that tightly anyways. Steering isn't tight, I should say. But I think we are gonna well, my hope is that we'll be able to put up the chicken barn during the winter. Oh boy, we actually got quite a bit to do this episode. I didn't think about it. Never looked at the used market. Nothing really affordable to me. The only thing that'd be worthwhile is that case to have a second tracker on the farm if we really needed it, but we don't right now, even though we barely got the funding for it. I was gonna check because I think, yeah, this is the last month for us to get barley in, so we actually got quite a bit to do this episode. We might have to see about hiring someone out, start doing tillage for us right away. We might just have to unhook that wagon out there and leave it out there. Nah, I think we'll be fine. I think the biggest thing we'll do for sure though with the canola is at least get the second round of fertilizer going on it. And then we'll spread fertilizer on all our bean fields so that way the fall, and then we'll take our disc harrow over there and get everything disced under. That way it's incorporated into the ground and it's sitting pretty good. Also, I didn't mention this the last few episodes. It looks like that tree's finally growing back after I did some trimming. It was kind of weird. I don't know if it's something with the game files that basically said it was dead because I trimmed it, but it's come back to life at least, so that makes me happy. I really didn't want to have to try and replace that tree, just because I wanted to trim a few limbs that were bothering me. But I think we'll jump into a time lapse here. I don't think we're going to come out of it unless something unique comes up. Like I said, I think we're going to end up trying to get everything knocked out ourselves, so we're going to have quite a bit going on our little farm this episode. They'll never talk to Chuck about how the paint's peeling, but I'm sure there's not much you can do about it on this combine. It is kind of a little bit of an older model combine, but you know, I shouldn't say, yeah, an older slash style combine too. But you know, we didn't really have a whole lot of other options for the size of our farm. Only other thing it would have been is just leasing one, and that gets expensive year after year. And I think we'll have this one for quite a while. But I think I'll see you guys at the end of this all. But that's kind of the plan for this episode. We're gonna knock out all our beans fields, get them all harvested, and then we're gonna get our fertilizer spread, get our fields disc, and then we're gonna get our winter barley down. Now, part of me kind of wants to plant a little here, just because we'll have it. The other part of me is saying, is it really worth putting a little bit in here? I guess we'll see what I decide when we get to that point, but it's kind of, even when we put the barn up, we'll have to sow some grass around it and such, and it'll probably be a little awkward. I think we'll just end up sowing grass all over this field and not even bother investing into it. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll have our 5 fields to fertilize, and then we'll have 2 to disc and get sown in this episode. So that way we can get our winter barley in on time, and then we're gonna be ready for our chickens. I haven't checked the greenhouse lately either. So we got quite a bit going on. We'll go into the time lapse here, and we'll see how much we get done in our day for us. We'll be back in a bit.
What you putting in? All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Oh, something cold in the way you are. The things you said had me going good, but it left a scar. You invite me and then you turn me down. Get my hopes up and then you're gone. I fall for every word that you say to me. So hard being drawn to you so easily. I am stuck in a loop of chemicals. What's the point of this? But I don't wanna be alone. I keep looking at my phone, but you never call me. And then I see you on the street. Said your heart just skipped a beat, and that you miss me. It's always the same story with you, but I just cannot refuse you. I'm sad after this time that I'm out, that you leave me with this rush. Why am I so curious? So curious, so curious. So curious, so curious. Your friends have told me just to give you time. Weekends are passing by like everything is fine. I know this is so delusional. I have lost my grip, but I don't wanna be alone. I keep looking at my phone, but you never call me. And then I see you on the street. Said your heart just skipped a beat, and that you miss me. It's always the same story with you, but I just cannot refuse you. I'm sad after this time that I'm out, that you leave me with this rush. Why am I so curious? If I know that it's gonna end. So curious, so curious. I don't know, why do I even care? I don't know, why do I love you? I don't know, why do I even care? I don't know, why do I love you? I don't know, why do I even care? I don't know, why do I love you? I'm recklessly drawn to you somehow, but you leave me with this rush. Why am I so curious? If I know that it's gonna end. So curious, so curious.
All right, I think we're getting to the point where we're gonna wrap this episode up. It took a little bit longer than I thought for everything. Of course, coming to normal, my sense of time is not very good, but my goal right now is for next episode when we come back, we're gonna hopefully finish drilling before it starts raining. I haven't looked to see exactly what time it is, but we're going at a pretty good rate right now. We're getting everything done. If we can at least get this in before it rains, and if it's not raining, I think we might switch back to our row crop tires here quick and knock out all the spraying on the ground. One thing I noticed is that I couldn't get the second fertilizer stage trigger on the field we bought, so I'm not sure what's up with that. And I just realized I forgot to lime this field again. That is something we'll have to try when we come back for sure. Because I feel like it's hurt us a little bit on the yield for beans. Overall, I was pretty satisfied with beans. For some reason I was expecting more. I don't know why, but it just was. So I think if we sell it at the right price, we'll probably get like 15-ish grand. My hopes for getting the chicken barn up during the winter are not looking that great. It'll probably be early spring next summer of the year, which kind of sucks because I kind of wanted to get that going right away. I think when we do, we'll probably end up investing half of ready to lay chickens, and then the other half into pre-production, so that way we can make, well, maybe we'll just invest into, maybe we'll just fill the barn half full with the chickens that are ready to lay, and then we'll buy a few roosters, and then we'll get our own stock going, and that'll save us a little bit of money. Only unfortunate thing is we won't be making as much right away off it as what I intended to, but unfortunately with our income situation the way it is, it's just got to be that way. I'm hoping we'll probably end up picking up a few more contracts before winter too, and maybe we could get another good size one and cash out big again. But if you guys enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out a lot. If you're enjoying the content, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day, and most of all, thanks for watching.